Ba-dum bum bum bum.
Slap back, Jack Frat. Slap back, Jack Frat.
Slap back,
Jelly Frat.
slap back,
Jelly Frat.
slap back.
Hello and welcome back to Slapback Chat Frat, a podcast as infrequent as your mum's orgasms, as unsatisfactory as your morning porridge, and as funny as that dead cat you pass each morning with its rotting tongue hanging precariously out of its mouth. All the way from a town near you, coming in your ears like that threesome that went awry. Never a shy guy, always a fly guy. The hip to the hop, top of the crop, king of the hill. If he was a fish, he would have a gill, better than most. My mum likes his roast, so here's a toast to the man with the mostest. Please welcome back Mr. Russell, yo bitches. Peace out, Garnett.
Hello.
I went in quite high energy. That wasn't quite as high energy.
Yeah, but hello back. Hello.
It's hard to match. It's hard to match it when you go in that hard that early.
I went in
Yeah.
hard.
No, it was good. It was great energy, though. It was very strong.
A lot of
Now,
energy.
Full
Yeah.
of energy.
What I've observed is, in recent podcasts, some people, I'm not naming any names, have tried to extemporize their intro, and they've not used the tools at hand: the brain, the Bic, the QWERTY keyboard, and as a result, their made-up mumbo-jumbo has fallen flat. So last week, I got my diary, I took 5 days, and I ripped them out. I headed up north to the Lake District. I found my bolt hold, and I began to craft away, like an ice sculptor, crafting a statue of David with not much time before the whole bloody block turns into water. I scrimped, I saved, I edited, I re-edited, and, pray silence, I call this Joseph Webb, Act 1. No, I'm kidding you. Right, here's Act 1. So this is what I've written. Joe Webb, a surfer dude hurtling happily towards 40, is a former high school hottie who, thanks to a booze and marijuana habit, has been working his looks a little ragged, but who still packs enough of a sexual punch to bedazzle the headmaster. Joe Webb will stop at nothing, embezzling funds from a sponsored car wash, for which he turns up in ludicrously small denim shorts, stealing exam papers, and plotting to snare a wealthy, newly arrived young teacher, played by Justin Timberlake. His guiltless brand of selfish hedonism burns through the sluggish pleasantries of the staff room like caustic soda in a blocked drain. 7 out of 10. Oh no, sorry, that is a review of a Cameron Diaz movie, Bad Teacher. Sorry, I've got my files mixed up. Okay. I've replaced Cameron Diaz for Joe Webb. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Okay.
We get that a lot.
Joe Webb. There you go. That's your intro.
Thanks very much, Russ.
Right.
I would keep chipping away at that sculpture if I were you. Right, I thought how to introduce. I got given the task of introducing Ollie, and I thought, what can I say about this guy that hasn't been said before? And I thought, well, I guess one thing that hasn't been said is a reappropriation of the song My Favourite Thing with him in mind. So, this is what I've done. Tobacco and plectrums, vodka and beads, piercings and legal highs and cannabis seeds, 80s soft metal and new guitar strings. These are a few of his favourite things. Bath rock and cock rock, solos that whittle, curries and shaking and wenches to diddle, bass Van Halen and casual flings. These are a few of his favourite things. Girls in the social and wind machine poses, tight jeans and sharp suits and smelling of roses, such as Snapchat and scoring some ting. These are a few of his favourite things. Some call him Dickie, Some call him Ollie, but don't call him sweetheart, no, that would be folly. To some he's just sponsors a joy, never bitchy, but I've known him since school, so to me, he's Scritchy Ritchy. Do you want to explain about Scritchy Ritchy, Ollie?
Scritchy Ritchy, yeah, I had a bit of a penchant for crying a lot in primary school. And my name is Richard, so obviously all the geniuses of, year 5, was it? Yeah, something like that. 10-year-old geniuses.
Yeah.
Find Scritchy, which is to cry. Never heard that term since then, but
No, it's I think it's a cool thing. Yeah.
it's quite out of fashion, basically. And Ritchie, which again I've not heard as a term, so put the two together, Scritchy Ritchy. Here I am.
I think that was quite an inventive meme nickname.
It was actually, yeah, it was pretty good, to be fair. Looking back on it, it was actually, yeah, it's one of the best meme nicknames I've had. So
Never bad.
Yeah, pretty good indeed. But that was wonderful, Joe Webb.
Thank you, Joe.
Incorporated all the things I like in a rhyming format from another song.
Crying.
That's what I did. In a nutshell.
That was lovely, very lovely.
That's it in a nutshell. I thought I'd give it some effort.
Yeah. Well,
That was beautiful. That was really good.
the most epic, the most stunning, like incredible introduction for this next young man. But his face says it all. It's Dan Reed. There we go.
Welcome back. How's everybody been? You all keeping well?
Hey, okay.
Okay.
Absolutely fine.
You're on air again. Nice.
Live.
Live.
Great.
Living
Okay, well, it's been a while. We haven't all reconvened all summer, so the mailbag has been filling up with digital information for us.
Okay.
So here is some readers' letters. Hello, lovely boys. Claire from Bristol, 39. If you took Terminator 1 and added RoboCop 2 and subtracted Aliens 3, what would you have?
Terminator 1
Yeah.
plus.
RoboCop 2.
Yeah.
And
T
take
R
away.
3
You subtract Aliens 3. What do you have?
0.
You'd have Terminator versus RoboCop brackets no aliens.
I'm sure she's going to be happy with that.
You'd have the Dawn 0 of the Planet of the Apes.
Nice. Is that the prequel?
Yeah.
Okay. Sarah Klein Maidstone from Kentfordshire, 62. I've not had a good going over for many a year. Which of you gents fancies taking me outside and running your hands through my matted locks? I smell of jam. Also, I have a 6 packs of short-dated party rings for whoever fancies a go. I think she was hoping Dave might have been on.
Dave likes jam.
He does like jam.
He does. And outdated party rings.
He loves a party ring.
I went to a night out with Dave, and a load of his I don't know where they were from, but there was a big bunch of guys who were his friends, and I'm sure I heard them mentioning something about his party rings. So,
It's famous around Bristol parts.
yeah. Oh, you go around Dave's party ring?
His own hashtag, yeah.
There's room for
Hashtag
all.
Dave
I've heard.
Hashtag
There's
Dave-
jam over there, doesn't it? Reeking of jam.
Yeah, it works. Yeah.
Have any of you gents received any letters for Slapback?
I've got one in yesterday, actually. I haven't looked at it yet. Okay. This came direct to my personal Slapback mailbag. Don't get a lot of mail there, but so this was a nice surprise. It says, "Hi, Shaz here, long-time watcher, first-time writer. Last week I attended my son's sports day at Ashtondale Primary. All was going well until they announced the parents' race. Now, I am not athletically gifted. I had no chance but to give it a go. The issue came when the mother, who'd been making snide remarks behind my back at the school gates, made another nasty comment about my weight as we lined up to race. I saw red. I waited for her to overtake me and I swiped her bitch legs. She went over like a sack of spuds, causing the mother of all pile-ups. Brackets, it was a pile of mothers. I stomped on her head as I raced past and came a respectable third, but my morals were in tatters as my son saw what I did. So it was a win and a lose situation, but it got me thinking, what was your greatest sporting achievements, and what's been your most embarrassing / morally corrupt sporting related moment? P.S. Can Dan send me a dick pic because he looks like he's packing?
Yes. And
Yeah.
Okay, so Shaz wants to know greatest sporting achievement and greatest sporting failure / embarrassing moment.
third place, 100 meters, year 9 or 10
Did you? What? Third place out of the whole school?
out of the whole school. Yeah. And
Whoa.
it
That's not
was
bad.
like it was Joe
Impressive.
Rintle.
Yeah, I was going to say it was rental,
It was
but
Joe Rintle, Terry Roach, me, Tim Rylett. I think that was all our tutor group. We had the greatest year.
Bloody hell.
We were good boys.
Very impressive work.
Yeah. What was my worst one? Probably faking asthma attack to get out of 800 meters.
Same day?
Same day. Ooh, bit chesty.
I know Russ's is going to be, he's going to bang on about his fucking tennis career. But
Well, you say that, but I need not even mention the tennis because the highlight would have been 1994, I think. 1500 meters, third place in the year.
Wow. That's a
Like yours, third place. You can't beat third, really, can you?
no.
Technically, yeah. But there's always going to be 2 people faster in a whole year. So third is basically first place.
it's second, it's third winner, isn't
It's
it?
third winner, yeah.
Third winner.
So that will be my pinnacle. That was the pinnacle. I mean, the tennis career, it goes without saying the tennis career, you know.
Yeah, don't say it, yeah.
It goes,
Yeah.
like, you know, county finalists, you know, one of the highest ranked tennis players in the county, if not the country, under 16. One of the most
they refer to them as ball boys, I think, these days. You were a great ball
yeah.
boy.
I watch Feds and I just think that's how my life could have gone, you know. I see Wimbledon and I think that could be me.
I could have been picking up those balls.
Could be picking up those balls. And I'm thinking about the most embarrassing one. Very few, as you can imagine. Mostly highlights. But we'll come back to that. Fonts, what was your the greatest achievement? Sporting
okay, I
wise?
think my greatest sporting achievement wasn't a particular thing. I think it was a particular move I used to do on the old footy court, as they call it. And today, my signature
They definitely call it that.
called the knee, and involved hitting basically at any angle, at any point of the game.
The knee.
Came anywhere near me, just twat it with the knee, visual effect. You know, it was one of the best moves of all
I
time.
used to leap into the air,
Yeah.
knee first, led by the knee.
Yeah.
It was such a famous move that the parents on the side of the pitch used to cheer when he did it. It was
I
like
know.
it was like a special move.
Yeah. It's, yeah, it
That's
was
my
like
son, that is. That's my
That's
son.
my
isn't
son. yeah, knee forward.
it? You see that?
Yeah, that's it. So I think my biggest sporting downfall was more like a signature move. It was called the knee, basically.
The knee.
So it was basically one part the best thing that could ever happen, and one part the worst thing ever. It just would go anywhere, basically. So yeah.
Oh, I remember my most embarrassing moment, which I think I've mentioned before. I wasn't actually playing, I was spectating, and I was effing and blinding in relation to a performer, a runner, or was it a rugby player?
We know
And I was
the
saying,
story.
I was saying, this guy is crap, he's so rubbish, and, you know, I was very coarse, and it transpired that I was standing next to his parents.
Oh,
That's
what level was this? What match were you watching?
I think it was rugby, it must have been a rugby match.
But like a proper rugby match.
Yeah, like a school versus another school rugby match.
Yeah,
and I was
You know, on
okay.
the Saints rugby match, and you were in year 11, right? Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah.
yeah, and I was bad mouthing
Yeah.
one of our players, and I thought I was being really smart, and it turned out the boot was on the other foot.
Was that why
So-
it wasn't very good? Rob,
I think that might have been the problem. If you just got the boots on the right feet,
yeah,
much better.
yeah.
Easy mistake.
My
Easy mistake.
my
Yours.
greatest sporting achievement. I haven't really had many, but the one it came in a cavalcade of like a shit show. But it was we had Carradine versus Phoenix. So the school was split into two groups, really, like split down the middle. And we had a Carradine versus Phoenix rugby match. So like the best players from Carradine played the best players from Phoenix. But somehow, I know you're going to make a funny remark about this, but somehow Phoenix was like really like it was full of all the dweeby, crappy losers.
What, you were on
And I
that
was-
team?
And I was in Phoenix.
You were a
And
PO, weren't you?
all of the most athletically gifted ones were in Carradine, so we just got absolutely hammered. But I scored the only try for Phoenix in the match, and it was a good one as well. It was a good long run, but I think it was like the one highlight in probably like 80-0 kind of match. So that's kind of my best and my worst
That's
because
a good achievement. Yeah.
it was really embarrassing to be part of a band of
Oh, is
dweebs. that?
that both? Was that the achievement and the embarrassing thing in the same match?
Yeah, I've probably got other embarrassing things if I really cast my mind to it, but that was pretty humiliating. But it was lightened slightly by. So I was the king of the dweebs for that.
At least you were king.
He still was king.
Okay, well, that is pretty good. Does that take us on to our next segment, our new game? Do we have a game from Joe?
Sure. This is a very simple game. It's called Say My Name, and
Joe.
you win.
Yeah. Okay.
It's deceptively simple. Sounds impossible, but I'm going to take each of you in turn, okay? I'm thinking of someone. You've got 10 guesses. I can say hotter or colder, and that relates to whoever the last guess was. So, imagine I'm thinking of David Cameron. If you said Beyonce, then your next guess, if your next guess was Shakira, I would have to decide whether Shakira was nearer to David Cameron, hotter or colder than the last one.
Do you mean physically nearer?
No, just in essence, whatever that may be. So
Right.
it's near impossible game, but if you get it, you get 100 points. So
Is this a race thing for every game? Is it like sort of racially based?
It's not racially based, Russ. You don't have to make everything about race, all right? We know your opinions.
It just felt like that was the way you were going
Yeah.
with.
Donald Trump, blah, blah, blah. He's the only one speaking up for us.
Yeah.
We've had enough of that kind of rhetoric, all right?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so Dan, you're going first.
I don't understand the
Okay.
game. Sorry. Someone else.
Okay, Russ, you're going first. So I'm
What?
thinking of someone.
Right.
And
Hotter.
you have 10 guesses to guess who it is, and I'll say hotter and colder and see if you can get there. Okay, go.
Right, okay. Hotter? No.
No.
I guess.
You have to say a name first.
Okay. David Cameron.
Okay, then another name.
Shakira.
Hotter.
Shakira's hotter.
So
Hotter
Shakira's
than David Cameron.
She is. David
So you're
Cameron.
getting hotter. From David Cameron to Shakira is hotter. So
Right,
another name.
right. Beyonce.
Hotter.
So I need someone hotter than Beyonce and Shakira.
Oh, I know.
Oh, Michael Jackson.
Hotter.
Oh, Janet Jackson.
Colder.
Oh. Sorry, Michael Jackson was quite hot.
Yeah, but it might not be a singer, so you can try out other avenues to see if they're hot or cold.
Right, so it could be an actor.
It could be any famous person that we'd all know.
Eddie Murphy?
Bang on, 100 points
Got it.
in 5. Well done, Russ. That's
5.
100 plus 5 bonus points. That's
105.
105 you got there, mate. Bloody good.
So,
All right.
This could be any people in all the world.
Any people in all the world. That's the beauty of it. But they have to be people that we would all know.
Right.
Okay.
But
Ollie,
if I
you're
got,
next.
it's the winner, the person with the lowest score. Because if I got 105 there, if I got in 10 guesses, I'd have 110, but that would have been more guesses.
Yeah, no, the winner is the one with the highest score.
Oh, it goes the other way round.
Yeah. Okay, so
wait,
Ollie.
110, you just get 100. If you got it in 1, you get 110.
The winner is the lowest score.
No, the highest score.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Because if I could have guessed it in 10, and that's not
yeah,
as good.
yeah, Russ,
I
no,
got five guesses.
I've got this sussed. If you got it in 10 guesses,
Yeah.
you get 100 points. If you got it in 9 guesses, you got 101 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guesses, you got
That's
so
it.
constant for.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well
Got a
done,
suss-
Ollie.
How many points did I get? 95.
No, 105.
105, right? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Ollie, you're next. Who am I
Okay.
thinking of? Go.
Zainab Badawi.
Play for, mate.
Hmm?
Go on.
Zainab Badawi.
Okay, and then another guess.
John Fashanu.
Potter.
Chris Akabusi.
Potter.
Ulrika Johnson.
Older.
Oh, Calder. Oh, okay. So Chris Akabusi. Dave Benson Phillips.
You're really on a.
Well, you said Chris Akabusi was higher, so.
Yeah. But I will give more visual clues as well. If I'm going like Potter. Okay, so. Potter.
Still higher. Will Smith.
Potter. Oh wait, which Will Smith?
Which Will Smith?
Oh no, wait. No, Calder. No.
Will Smith.
No, Potter. Potter. Will Smith is hotter.
Yeah, the general Will Smith that everyone knows.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I got confused. Yeah, hotter.
Okay, Will Smith's hotter. Jaden Smith.
Colder. Doesn't just have to be black people.
I'm just taking on Ross's race like kind of
Yeah.
avenue basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smith.
I think you done 5.
I know.
105.
I can only think of people from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. James Avery. Fuck it, why not?
Who?
James Avery.
Colder.
Okay. Bill Cosby.
Colder.
Yeah, lost it.
What was this hottest one? What was your hottest answer?
Will Smith.
Will Smith was the
Will
hottest.
Smith's the hottest, and Bill Cosby is way off.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, well, it's hotter than James Avery.
Okay, Tommy Lee Jones is hotter than James Avery.
It must be one of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air crew.
That's what's happening.
I mean, it's obviously go down that cul-de-sac. Like,
Judge Reiner from.
Oh, you'll go, Dan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
all right, you've got 2 more guesses, Fontes. I would suggest getting out of this cul-de-sac that you've got yourself
Miley
in.
Cyrus,
Potter.
Oh, that is good.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, hotter, but that's not it. It was Tom York from Radiohead.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Bob Hoskins.
Will Smith was as close as you got to Tom York.
I'm gonna start my game.
The trick with the game, you see, is you have to vary it around. So if you get like a Will Smith, that doesn't mean that you're on the right track. So if you did Will Smith and went David Cameron, you can like test it out from there. What's hotter than you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Blindsided by
There was-
What about the
it's,
parameters?
it's a logic puzzle. Okay,
Right.
Dan.
Here's- I start. Bob Hoskins,
Okay, next one.
Diane Abbott,
Otter.
Jeremy Corbyn,
Holder.
Donald Trump,
Holder.
Danny Dyer.
Danny colder. He's colder than Donald Trump.
Wow, you
Trump.
cold.
Yeah.
Boris Johnson.
Again, you're picking really specific.
But
You're
I
like,
was warmer.
all these
I was warmer
black
with
people or people from the Freshmen of Bel Air, and you're just people
politics.
from politics.
I think what you want, Dan, is more
Variety.
conservative politicians. That's going to get you this one.
Hold it. Okay, go on.
Johnny
I think
Greenwood.
that's 5. What's that?
Johnny Greenwood. That's going to move me surely closer.
Hotter, yeah.
Okay.
Gonna get my-
Little Wayne.
Hotter.
Miley Cyrus.
Hotter. Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
do a visual clue.
Um,
Conor McGregor.
Do a clue.
that was a clue.
Oh, right. I thought that was.
Thingy from Rolling Stones.
No. Okay, you were hot with Cyrus.
Cyrus. Font's already said Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
that.
not that.
No. I don't know. It's quite hard. There's a lot of people in the world.
It is. That's the beauty of the game. It's next to impossible.
Okay.
Okay, last 2 goes.
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know. Michael Keaton.
Colder.
And Vladimir Putin.
Colder. It was Kim Kardashian.
Oh,
Oh,
Kim
you got
Kardashian.
point near. I thought you were getting there with Cyrus.
With Cyrus.
You were getting so close with Cyrus. Well, there we go. Well, that's a formidable win for Russ with 105 points. Perhaps not a game to bring back, but we give it a go.
It's a good game. Still a good night. Still a good night.
Good game, that.
Good game. Okay. All right. Well, a crowd favourite, which only came out once, was the adventure game, and we only got to the first episode of the adventure game, and then we abandoned it because it was so much work for me that I decided I couldn't be bothered to do it anymore. But like all good things that are brilliant, I'm bringing it back for another episode. It's not choose your own adventure this time. You are going to create your own adventure by working together and conversationalizing what's going to happen. So last time on Adventure, the gang was stranded on a desert island. After a brief amount of exploring, they discovered things are not quite as they seem. They discovered a door and decided to see where it went. After following it deep down and ignoring the warning signs, they arrived at a caged creature. Will the beast help them or eat them? Find out on the second part of Adventure. There you go. You're in. Start.
Is that where we take off from?
Yeah, you begin.
We've been stuck in this cave.
Well, no, you. The last thing that had happened was you had walked down some stairs, and then you could hear a creature, and you walked towards it, and then that was the end of the adventure. So
So we have to decide what we do next.
you just.
I would push
Now,
Russ
when
into the creature
Joe,
and offer him up as a sacrifice.
now, because you weren't there, Joe, last time, you were missing. So it's until you are found, Russ and Fonts have to adventure without you.
You're not even in the cave, mate.
Oh, bloody hell.
Do you
All right.
remember?
Can I do some emailing?
Yeah. You can
I've got some stuff to catch up on.
you can
Just
do some sound effects.
Call me. I'll be sound effects.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can be for a minute. You can be one of the miscellaneous creatures. Characters.
Yeah, you could be one of the trolls. One of the cave trolls.
Okay, so gentlemen, what do you do? Where do you go? What happens? You're on.
Right, Font, what do you think?
Where do we go after what? We're going to try and avoid the cave troll. I reckon hang a left, mate.
Hang on.
Yes, go left. Yeah, I'll take that. Right, Dan, we go left.
So you
What
hang
happens?
a left, and there's a room in front of you. The creature that you were walking down towards is in behind a dark, slimy room surrounded by bars, and
Okay.
he looks injured.
He looks injured.
Yeah.
But why is he behind the bars?
Uh,
He could be, you know.
I can't tell you any more. You can talk to him, or you can. I can't tell you.
Let's open a dialogue with the monster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe.
Okay. Hey, monster. What you
Was that me?
say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on.
Hi,
More
Cave Troll.
street voice than that.
Hello, I'm Monster.
What did you do to yourself to get so injured?
I fell out a tree doing my scary business.
Fell out of a tree doing your scary business, eh? So how did you end up in the cage?
I'm a monster. I don't have to answer to you.
Let's shoot the fucker. Let's kill him now.
Yeah, shoot him.
Right, we kill Joe.
He's not
Boo.
gonna shoot
No, the
Joe,
monster.
it's the
Sorry, not
monster.
Joe. Kill the cave troll. Yeah.
So you cock your gun, you prime it
Yeah.
ready, and you shoot him dead.
Yep.
Didn't believe a word he said.
Didn't believe
No,
him.
no.
So
Absolutely.
the monster falls to the ground and dies in a horrific, bloody mess.
Right?
Cool. Can we eat him now?
Oh,
You should eat the monster.
We're eating him.
You cook up the meat and you slice him
Cool.
up and you eat
Yeah.
up a nice, delicious piece of monster pie.
Mm.
Psst,
This gives us sustenance to carry on our journey.
You feel
Yeah.
a bit sick. It's a sort of sickness is coming over you and a sweat.
Indeed, last night.
It's,
I'm rancid, boys.
yeah, you've poisoned meat, gentlemen. Oh no, you've eaten
Oh.
monster meat. You can sense a kind of a thickening, a darkening of your skin, and a kind of hair forming and growing out of areas that you didn't have hair, and new teeth are growing, and
Okay, this is all
Ollie's
right.
not looking so well. Russ, did you eat any of this monster meat?
No, I actually didn't do it because
Oh.
Ollie got it first and
Ollie-
he took most.
Ollie, what
And
did
I
you
said to him, Fonz, I said,
Well, to be
Fonz,
fair,
don't do all of that.
I can't not eat everything if it's put in
I
front
said, don't do all of that. I'm going to get to that. And then I went off to off to the toilet, came back, and then he was growing the hair and the teeth.
It's true.
So kill Ollie.
Something-
Is that
if
right?
something dies in front of Ollie,
I might be a great werewolf. I'm presuming I'm a werewolf.
Could be anything.
You're not looking good,
I'm
mate.
eating monster meat.
Looking
That's
like a
not how the
great
legend
I
goes.
could come in handy, man. I can protect you. I've got the powers of the night.
How do I know that you won't try and
Mate,
attack?
you've got syphilis and diarrhea. That's
Well,
what
I've got, I've always got syphilis. That's no deal. That's just standard.
Yeah,
Okay,
but this is,
okay.
this, is
Oh, werewolf
monster,
with
this
syphilis.
is monster syphilis.
Syphilitic werewolf. Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
what happens?
Right,
You need to.
man.
Here's what we do.
Together,
We-
gentlemen.
Yeah, we know we work together. So
Yeah.
we put Ollie in a cage
Man, cage for?
because we're working together.
Working together.
I wanted you to be
All right.
safe, and I want me to complete the mission. I want us to complete the mission, but I want you to be safe. So put you in
yeah.
a cage,
Safe.
lock the door, throw away the key. Right. Now I will continue, and I'll come back. I'll come back and help you once I get the medicine, because that is now what I need.
Yeah, I need the antidote. Yeah.
Antidote. Right. So off I go. I'll probably back out the cave, to be honest. Back to dry land.
Back out the cave. You can hear a sound. It sounds like someone in trouble, someone in danger.
Okay.
Do you go investigate or?
What time of day are we at now? What's the time?
About 15:30.
15:30. Okay. Yeah, we'll go and investigate. Let's see. What's happening?
In your surroundings, you can see a little boy. It looks like a little boy. He's got nice, lovely blonde hair, little beard. And as you get closer, you realise it's Joe.
Like all little boys.
You realise it's Joe.
It's
He's been
Joe.
trapped.
We found him. Okay.
He's been trapped all this time. Are you going to let him out?
Well, how am I trapped?
You're
Yeah.
trapped in a little box. You've gone in this box. No idea why, and you found yourself trapped.
I think first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shake the box.
Shake the box. After shaking
And I'm
the
gonna
box,
say,
you rile
"Who's
up
in the
Joe. Joe's furious. He's absolutely
be.
fuming.
I need to make sure it's Joe. Who's in the box?
Who is in the
It's
box?
me. It's me, Russ. Joe.
You. Joe.
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 Your kind of friend, Joe.
Keep talking.
We were in a band together. I'll have to tell you something that only I would know.
Yes.
This would be a lyric from El Majestico's song.
It would be.
Never
Tell me
on
what
a
it is.
never
Leave
on
it
a
to you.
properly released CD.
Yes. I don't want to. No, I want a B-side because anyone could have bought the album. I'm going to need a B-side lyric.
He didn't have A-sides. How am I supposed to come up with a B-side?
Get an album, so I want a B-side track.
Okay, I'll hit on your best friend, Big
Yeah.
Nose, but I steam right in.
Okay. And the chords.
Do you recognise that
Well,
that
no.
lyric, Ollie?
My point
I
is-
recognise it perfectly well. Yeah.
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 Even if my syphilis.
My point is this. Anybody could have got those lyrics, so I need to know what the chords were, so that sequence, just to prove it.
Suddenly, as you're interrogating Joe, you can hear the sound of like guards running towards your area, and it sounds like they're very angry, and it sounds like
no.
maybe a beast has escaped from the caged area and is running loose.
Oh dear. Does it? Or do we stop at that point?
No, you can carry on.
I can't
Okay.
do anything. I'm in a fucking box. So
Someone
you-
let him out of the box.
Hey,
You're gonna let him out
hey,
of the box.
Box, man.
I just need to know if this is Joe. It's the real Joe.
I'm all right in the box. I've learned to love my captors. You know, it's like
Okay,
you get used to the darkness.
we're gonna leave Joe in the box. He's happy there.
I'm all right in the box. Nothing's really getting at me in the box. You know,
Okay.
you've
They're
got
catching up. They're beating down on your area. They're coming up. They're coming up to you. You've probably got about a couple of minutes left of.
2 minutes. Okay, Joe, this is crunch time. Either you give me the chords to the lip for that song, or you will be in the box.
I know the chords to that song,
Tell me the chords to the song, and I'll open up the box for you.
Tell
You
him
come
the
with me.
chords,
It
man.
but I don't want to come out of the box, so I'm not going to tell you the chords. Look,
You
there are
get
loads of
trampled.
fucking monsters coming. I'm safe in my little box.
You're
You're
not.
the only dickhead standing. So like,
Suddenly, Fontano arrives in full beast form and has smashed through all these guards, and he's half chewing up people, and there's a bloody massacre occurring.
oh,
Okay.
oh no, the syphilitic werewolf.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna fight me? Or are you gonna stick me in a cage like you did last?
You don't have to. You don't have to hate Russ.
No, I put you in the cage for doing good.
You left me. No, you left me in a cage. You left me in a box. This is it. It's an evil plan, isn't it? Just general captivity.
I'm gonna greet you
Suddenly,
nicely.
a trap falls down on Russ's head. He himself is trapped in a box.
I'm the only one free. This is great.
How the tables have turned. Next time on Adventure.
Oh, what a cliffhanger!
Wow,
man.
epic.
Me in a box,
Box.
Russ in
everyone's
his
boxed up.
cage, Ollie free to spread his syphilis wherever he wants.
Yeah, wicked.
This could go anywhere.
Could literally go anywhere.
Now,
Oh god, I really
like
felt
all-
the adrenaline there.
like all good podcasts, we too have to suck up to the man and pay our dues. So we've been taking some sponsorship. We've got some adverts. We're going to just seamlessly try and integrate them into the show. I mean, a lot of these things are products really that that we all like, aren't they, Ollie?
Yes, they are. Sorry, carry on, Dan. Yeah.
So,
Oh, sorry, I'm just feeling a bit sweaty here, mate. Just gonna.
is there anything
Right,
you could alleviate your sweat?
Okay. Nice.
So, Joe, I
Okay.
don't know if you got our copy for our adverts, and if there's anything.
I have, but I'm just taking a call on my iPhone, which is really good signal actually. Yeah, all right, I'll buy the lot. All right, sorry.
No worries.
What was that? Great user interface. Sure. So some adverts, you say? Is that what we're doing?
We certainly are.
Okay. Let me just look at the advert mailbag. Where are the adverts?
Like all good adverts, they're hidden on our Slapback thread.
Yeah. I got one.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Go on, Fonz.
Okay.
Is there anything that tickles your fancy?
Yeah, it's good, like sort of like not pun name, just sort of a little bit dumb name. Anyway, but it's called Abracavagina, which is the first vaginal cream that gets rid of all your hair and replaces it with sweet candy. Other creams will at best get rid of some hair, but not Abracavagina. I can't even say it. Abracavagina. It will leave you 12 years old. Nice. Part of the new craze. A muff that's smooth. And also delicious.
That sounds great. I think
It
it's
sounds
nice if
great.
you can talk about a product that you yourself have enjoyed. Has that provided you pleasure?
I don't know. I'm bare from the chin, not chin down. No,
Minus this manly section.
via that bit basically. No, it's a good product. Good product.
I could tell you about a product that I've been using, if that would help, Dan.
Yeah, okay, Russ. Is there anything been helping?
Yeah, what is this? I didn't think I'd really get into it because usually, I'm on top of this particular product range, but it's also new, and it's gravy spice, water. I mean, this bad boy and you have got brown squared. And the way that I tell my friends about it is I say, it's like brown on brown with brown inside. Get fit, eat brown. Get smart, eat brown. Nutrition just got sciencey. That's how I describe it. And if that isn't clear to people that, this is sort of a pyramid scheme that I have, you got brown on brown, brown on top, brown on the bottom, brown sandwich. And if you do that 3 times a day, 4 times a week, you are going to increase your collateral, maybe 20, 40%. You get that collateral up to 40%, that's going to get you what you want.
That sounds great. Are you a
Big time, free time, holiday franchise. Brown on brown.
I'm sold. I want to get into brown.
But that's the thing, it's invite only. So you can't get into brown. You could, but I got to invite you into brown. And I will.
Brown will only get into you.
Exactly.
Fingers crossed you let me into your brown club. I've come across a product, actually. It's called Rock Pants. Now, I think all good musicians are going to appreciate this. So Rock Pants have guaranteed 100% more fluidity and resistance than previous Rock Pants that you might have come across. New flavours include vanilla ice, Katy Pear drops, Bobby Brown sauce.
Bobby Brown sauce.
Bobby Brown sauce. Yeah. Kids.
Are there any other flavours?
You've heard of Bobby Brown sauce, yeah.
Yeah, no, I use Bobby Brown sauce, but I've heard there was a new range of flavours coming out.
Yeah, Tom Yorkie is another one. George Michael's Careless Cabbage Whisper, and Kids Seaside Rock. The confidence to rock even the most bowel-wrenching fecal matter release. Good for at least 24 hours of non-stop rocking. And if you need to rock, sometimes we need to rock for 24 hours. Not often these days, but sometimes someone gets on the blower and says, Joe, you got to rock. And when you get that call, you say yes. For 24 hours. And then get on my rock pants. Previously, when I'd got that call, now I'm in my mid-30s, a couple of years ago, I would have got that call and they'd have said, Joe, you've got to rock. And I said, can't rock anymore. But now I just slip on my rock pants and I rock for 24 hours and then I curl up in a little ball and cry. There's a very sharp cut-off point. Once the rock pants wear off, you're going to feel it.
Yeah, it's going to be quite horrible.
It's nice to rock with confidence, isn't it?
Oh, mate, I love rocking with confidence. It's the only way. If you, Ollie, you're on stage all the time.
Well, that's because I'm wearing my rock pants, mate. Been wearing these for years.
You don't take them off, though, do you?
I don't take them off. No need. No, I rock all the time.
Same pair on for the last 5 years, I heard.
Yeah. 2 decades of rock.
They've fused to become your rock skin, haven't they?
They have. Yeah.
I heard they had their own heart.
And it beats in a 4/4 rhythm with a steady hi-hat groove.
Got a snare drum.
Heavy groove, yeah.
Same BPM as Highway to Hell.
Yeah. I'd say that. Yeah, around about there.
That's nice. All right. Well, that's covered our sponsors. Hopefully, that's going to bring a little bit of the bumps in. So
There's a monkey off our back.
we've got a few more readers' letters. This is from Clive, Rhode Island, 16. Gents, you are so ridiculously famous over here in the States, it's untrue. When are you going to tour your show? And secondly, when are you going to tour your show? And secondly, what is your show? Firstly, also, who would win, a parrot made of tears or a tear made of parrots? You're all great. Also, Fonts, I think you may be my papa. I wear nothing but vests and also like to solo in my guitar, so get in contact. Mum is in a bad way. She's bloody riddled, if you know what I mean. So just get checked out just in case. That's Clive. So who would win? A parrot made of tears or a tear made of parrots? I don't
The latter.
The
I think.
latter.
Yeah, it was a gut feeling, but I felt a tear made of parrots as well.
Tear made of
Yeah.
parrots.
Just
More
based on
strong. Parrots are more
I'm just-
strong than tears.
That is very true.
definitely, yeah.
What did Bruce
But-
Lee say though? Bruce Lee said be like water.
I think he also said
Be a
things
parrot.
like, if you fight me, dragons, you're gonna lose karate. He said a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Bruce Lee's full of
Nice.
shit. Where's Bruce Lee
So
now?
you-
Dead.
See,
He also
Bruce
gets shot
Lee,
by a
he was
gun.
constantly talking. And they cut out little chunks that says like Bruce Lee says, "Be like water." He also said, "Be like gravy," "Be like potatoes." Like all of that stuff. They don't mention that because it doesn't make sense. They just go, "Oh, he's so wise because he said, be like water." He said, "Be like everything." He's an idiot. Don't listen to Bruce.
That sounds legit. Russ, do you have you got your game readied up?
I've got my game readied up. Yeah. Are you guys ready?
I hope
I
Yeah.
am. Is this a new
Okay.
game, Russ?
It's a new game.
You game. This is also a celebrity-based name game. So what I'm going to need it's about bluffing, right? So what I'm going to need each of you to do is to send me individually, so that no one else sees it. You could on Facebook or text or whatever, the name of a celebrity. But in a minute, we're all going to try and guess who said which name. So you might want to try and put a name that you think somebody else might put up, so that they'll get caught out. Does that make sense?
Okay, so we put one name each, and
Yep.
then a name that we think someone else is going to say.
Maybe. Or you could just put a name that you might say as a sort of double bluff.
Oh, so we put one name. Oh, we only put one name each. Is that right?
You only give me one name of a celebrity.
Okay.
You just need to choose carefully because soon we're going to try and guess who put the names. And if it's obvious who you chose, you'll be out of the game.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. But you could double bluff and put a really obvious one.
Double bluff. Yeah. So send the names over. Send them right over now. Tell me how you send them over so I can find them. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do
Facebook as well.
Facebook.
Right. Do it.
Oh no, shit! I've really written the wrong place then. Oh, I'd have been in trouble.
Near miss.
Near miss.
Okay, I've got one. It's a strong one. Very strong.
Is it Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Okay. Right. I've got one. So one name in. I need two more. I've got the second one in. Oh, it's weaker, but it's still strong. Still strong. That's two names. Right, I need the third one.
Oh, so boom, 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 boom.
Oh, that's classic. That is absolutely classic. Right.
Classic Joe.
So now what's going to happen is, I mean, I think this game's going to be quite short because there's not many of us. It would have been better if Dave was here. Wouldn't it all have been better if Dave was here? Right.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to read out the names, and I'll include my name that I've chosen in there. I think that'll work. And then we'll proceed to guess who picked which celebrity. If you guess the right person, they join your team, and then you have to go on to guess other people. Only one person can win, and it's the most successful guesser or bluffer. Okay?
Okay.
The names I have in are Paul Hollywood, Jamie Theakston,
Hmm.
Jimmy Hill, and Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Hmm.
Got all those names? That's the only time I'll say them. They won't be repeated again.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
Dan,
I think.
you need to guess a person and whose name they picked.
Yeah.
Go.
Joe Webb, Jamie Theakston.
Joe,
No,
you're wrong, Dan.
I'm out.
you're wrong. You're bang wrong.
I thought you did a tell.
No. Right, Joe,
Okay.
you now pick somebody.
I think that.
The names
Oh.
won't be repeated, so if you forget them, you lose.
Can I just
Well,
quickly?
you
Yeah.
lose.
Can I say one thing? We shouldn't reveal who says whose they are. We shouldn't reveal who's a right or wrong because at the end it gets easier, doesn't it, if everyone keeps revealing them?
Yeah. Go on then, Joe.
Well, you have to reveal them because
No,
You
you
either-
could do it at the end.
no, but like you
I
have to
see.
say like yes or no because you can't
Yeah.
just go. Yeah. Okay.
Go on,
I
let's
think.
play this through. See what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Dan chose Jimmy Hill.
Dan.
No.
Oh,
Ooh, this is confusing.
It's confusing.
Fonts, and you can pick anyone. Remember, you don't have to pick.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to go Russell Garnett.
Yeah.
Paul Hollywood.
Incorrect.
Damn it! I knew it was one out of the two. Bastards.
I won't guess. Dan, back to you.
Uh,
I will guess.
with all the
Got the
answers.
answers.
No, I won't guess.
Okay. Russell Garnett.
Yeah.
Flea.
Nah.
No.
okay. Ollie,
It's got to be Flea, isn't it?
Jamie Theakston.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So now you two are a team, and you can discuss privately who you think Dan and I are, but don't do it publicly because Dan and I will hear that.
Okay. So we have to do it by Facebook.
You can do it privately if you wish, but Ollie, you can't tell. Oh no, you know who.
Although
Joe, you
although,
tell Ollie who you are.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So Ollie, I'm setting up a Facebook group. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I feel like there should be some jeopardy here because there's not many of us. If
yeah.
you get
Oh.
the next one wrong, you're out of the
Oh.
game.
You're out of the game.
I think I've got it.
I've definitely got it.
Okay.
Okay. If you guessed
Russ?
it right,
Oh,
yeah.
let's just confirm with Ollie. Yeah, bingo.
Yeah.
I'm with Ollie. Yeah.
Totes,
Okay.
Go on then.
Go
Russell.
ahead, Fonts.
you are Jimmy Hill.
I'm Jimmy Hill.
Yeah.
I am Jimmy Hill.
Hey.
Means after you, Joe Webb.
Dan, you're Paul Hollywood.
Oh, hello.
Right. So,
There you go. Right.
I
So
just thought that
Joe,
Hollywood was so Russell. I don't know why. Just
yeah,
Wow.
I was oscillating between Paul Hollywood and Jimmy Hill for us. I couldn't.
Who was Flea? You were Flea, Joe.
I was Flea.
Oh, I
So
thought
Joe,
because he's a natural bass
okay.
player.
Exactly, but that's exactly why I chose Flea. You see, because I
Very
thought
clever.
people would think that
now
Flea
you
was
see,
Ollie.
with more people, this is far more complicated, and even with one more person,
Yeah.
you'd have a game on your hands.
Okay.
Yeah?
Should we? Do we
Good game?
do- That's a good game. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we?
Well done, Joe. 100 points.
Yeah. Well done. Very good.
What?
Ollie,
Like,
50 points. 50
yeah,
points.
50 points.
Nil
Nice.
point.
0 point for you, Dan.
Sorry.
100 points for me for the game.
So should we bring this home then, Ollie? You got your game.
I've got my game.